tell us how to act. And if you hate the content, then take a step back. Why watch the video? How you gonna explain that? How you gonna explain that? How you gonna explain that? No comparison, there'll never be no comparison. You're live on the show, sit back and have a listen. How are they going to explain that? You can't contain upon your brain, you just can't take the plain fact. That this stay ODBC, you don't tell us how to act. And if you hate the content, then take a step back. Why watch the video? How you gonna explain that? How you gonna explain that? You can't contain upon your brain, how you gonna explain that? You don't tell us how to act. And if you hate the content, have a step back. Why watch the video? How you gonna explain that? How you gonna explain that? How you gonna explain that? You don't tell us how to act. You don't tell us how to act. And take a step back and have a step back. How you gonna explain that? 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 You don't tell us how to act. You don't tell us how to act. And take a step back and have a step back. How you gonna explain that? 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 You don't tell us how to act. You don't tell us how to act. And take a step back and have a step back. How you gonna explain that? How you gonna explain that? How you gonna
Oh my goodness. How you gonna explain that about kill me? It was like a double. How you gonna explain that? How you gonna explain that? How you gonna explain that? Man, I hope y'all don't hear that now. Okay, folks. Hey, let's go ahead and get right into it. Marcus Bell, my ace Buku, Marcus Damn Bell in the mother building. PG-13 channel. Okay. What's up, Marcus Bell? Anybody else coming in? Okay, we'll give y'all a couple minutes. Coach Shelton Harrison, there never be no comparison. Man, I'm sitting here. I'm happy to be here. Happy to be here tonight, Marcus Bell. We finna get right into it, man. So Ben Askren. Now, Ben Askren received the double lung transplant, and I kind of gave you guys a little bit of history. Okay, I gave y'all a history of how bad these gyms really are. Like the amount of germ, viruses, and bacteria that just exist in gyms is just astronomical. Okay, there's an astronomical amount of viruses and anything that go in a gym. I mean, that's just what it is. And you have to ask yourself, okay, a staph infection. Ben Askren's problem started from a simple staph infection. Now, simple, yes, easy to get rid of. You can nurse that at home most time. Sometimes you do have to go to the doctor to get some strong antibiotic to help you with a staph infection. But the problem is these guys, they so used to going to the gym and they just go in there and most people when you go into a gym, you don't even know if it's sanitary. Like you don't know. Like you don't know if it's been sanitized. Okay? I've been in a lot of gyms. I've been in many gyms, and I'm gonna be honest, okay? I never even thought to ask, hey, did y'all sanitize? Did you guys mop the floor? Like I've been in a bunch of gyms where I ain't even ask. I ain't even ask. But then you got to start thinking, okay, a lot of these fighters they barefoot, like, and you don't even know, like, on the bottom of a person's feet, like feet carry a lot of germs, and people don't even realize it. The feet, they carry a lot of germs. First of all, you don't get as much blood flow going down to your feet, so the feet can harbor some things, that you have to constantly keep your feet clean. And you go to a gym, like an MMA gym, a lot of people, they just don't even look sanitary. They look nasty. Like, so you can imagine Ben Askren catching anything in a gym. Like, you have to have somebody sanitize and clean it, because the gym mats, it's almost like a skin, like pores. It's like pores in your skin, Marcus Bell. It's like pores in your skin. And so when your skin opens up and you put something on your skin, it can get into your bloodstream. It can permeate into your bloodstream. Well, the same thing, infections, things get in your lungs in gyms. People are sick that you don't know. It's just gyms are just the most unsanitary places out there on God's green earth. And that gym, it has to be sanitized properly to keep things like MRSA and staph infections from getting infected. And Ben Askren is an example. Like, the staph infection turned into pneumonia, and then this was a crazy kind of pneumonia that started eating holes in Ben Askren's lungs. I mean, they did an X-ray of his lungs, and they said that shoot, his lungs was nearly like gone. Like, literally, this virus, this bacteria, whatever it was eating away at his lungs so bad that one side of his lungs was already gone. Like, that's crazy, folks. I ain't never heard of a staph infection that'll cause pneumonia that'll eat away at your lungs. Never heard of it. Okay. Marcus Bell said, gyms just feeling like John Jones' feet. Yeah, when you first, the smell hits you when you walk into a gym, but once you're in there for about 10, 15 minutes, you really don't smell anything. Like, it's so hot. Like, the average gym that you go to is hot as hell. Like, the gym is hot, and once it gets so hot and you sweating, really your sense of smell just go out the damn window. It's gone. Your sense of smell is out of there. And so you trying to get through the workout, man. Is what you're trying to do. You're trying to get through that damn workout when you're in those gyms. It's pretty it's bad. Like, it's tough, man. Like, if you're a fighter and your first time in the gym and you got to stay in there for 3 and sometimes 4 hours, you it's tough. It's tough. Staying in a damn gym for that amount of time is hot as hell. And then if you rolling with somebody, damn boy, they stink. And it's not like, you can't really, if you rolling with that partner that day, that's who you got to roll with. And so it's like trying to switch off. And then some people don't want to switch with you because that's the person they're working with. And so you have to deal with this stinking ass person in this hot ass gym. And then you don't really know if the gym floor has been properly sanitized. I'm guilty of going into a gym and not really understanding, if they real sanitary. And some gyms I kind of like, damn, this gym, it don't smell right in here. Or, damn, that mat look dirty as hell. But, what you do is you pour a bucket of sanitizer on the mat. And the sanitizer also can get into the mat pores, and it'll kill the bacteria and germs. But it has to be done daily. You can't skip a day because bacteria, viruses, and bacteria multiply very quickly. So you can't skip a day. And I say this, it's something so simple is what happened to Ben Askren. Now, okay, so Ben Askren been paying his insurance. Okay, we all pay our insurance. I know I've had a family member suffer, man, because they pay insurance, and then when something really, really happens, and you need that insurance, guess what? They told Ben Askren, nope, we don't cover that. So now you got to think, okay, you've been asking, what are you going to do? Because you pay this insurance monthly, you loyal in paying your damn insurance, okay? You don't go to the doctor very much. Ben Askren probably didn't. So you wasn't costing this insurance company a lot of copay. Let's say if you paid insurance for 20 years. Let's say if you've been healthy for over 20 plus years. Now think about it, okay? Let's get the average cost of health insurance, right? I'm going to Google it right now. What is the average cost of health insurance? Okay, and I'm going to take that number and we're going to run with this, Marcus Bell. What is the average cost of health insurance? Okay, look, I'm going to Google it up. Average cost of health insurance. Okay, look, this is something that people do because it can't pop right up. Ain't even have to finish typing the damn thing. Okay, so look, here's the average cost of health insurance. For single coverage, you can expect to pay around $8,951 annually or $746 monthly. Okay. Now, if you got a family coverage, okay, that's $25,572 per year or $2,131 per month. Now, of course, these are averages, okay? I know my health insurance, it's not that much, It's not $700 a month. I don't pay that. Okay, I don't pay $700 a month. Okay, but that's just they're talking about average, because now you're talking about states, and other states charge more. Like in California, health insurance is more in California than it would be, say, in, I don't know, Wyoming. Okay, it'd be different. Okay, and it says here, let's just say I see some plans at $200. I see some at $300. Let's just say health insurance is $250 a month. Now that's a good deal, right? 250, most of us, we can afford 250, right? Okay, let's do some math. 250 times 12, okay? 250 times 12, I think that's about $3,000, but don't start me to line, okay? I'll just use a calculator, okay? 250 times 12, okay? Let's put this in the coach's calculator. Some of you dudes can't even do that right. Some of you dudes just stupid. You can't calculate, you can't do nothing with your life. You're just stupid. Okay? But watch, let the coach show you. Let the coach do this for you. Okay? I think it's 3,000. I think that it's going to be 3,000. The coach is never wrong. Coach is always right. But let's see what this damn calculator says. Okay? Let's say 250. Let's give us a modest amount times 12. Okay? Yep, I was right again. About $3,000, you popcorn Pop Tart farts. Okay? I was right again, you popcorn Pop Tart farts. CB Sports, what's up? So listen, that's $3,000 a year. Let's say you've been paying $3,000 a year for 20 years. Okay, hey, that's 60 grand. So basically, and that's just the average. Okay, it could be more or higher. I'm pretty sure a guy like Ben Askren, MMA fighter, I'm pretty sure his insurance was a little bit more than 3,000 a year. Okay, but that's just average. Let's just say, okay, Ben Askren paid 5,000 a year. Let's say Ben Askren paid about $5,000 a year. We multiply that by 20 years. If this man been paying this insurance for 20 years, that's $100,000, y'all. So, okay, so Ben Askren, done put $100,000 into the kitty, for insurance. Now, I want you guys to, understand what insurance is. Insurance is a gamble. What they're doing is gambling. That's all it is. Insurance, they're taking a wager. They already have the numbers in front of them. They got the stats in front of them. They know your age. They know about how long you're gonna live. They know if you're gonna need doctor care at a certain age. They already know, and so they charge you accordingly to how old you are and your prediction on life. Like health insurance, I know I used to, I used to, hit this, not hit a hitter, but I used to, the coach used to, turn that booty horizontal, and the coach was hitting that. Okay, Coach Shelton Harrison was hitting that. I used to, was messing with this girl who worked in health insurance, and she told me they have your age, they have your life expectancy, they got all of that. Okay, and they prorate you based on your life expectancy. Well, okay, Ben Askren was probably a young man when he got that health insurance. Okay, so his health insurance probably wasn't that much to begin with. Okay, but maybe he was still faithfully paying his 5 grand a month. Okay, but it's a gamble because they don't think you're going to get sick. So if you're never sick and if you never go to the doctor, well, guess what? The insurance company, they win. The insurance company win. They make money. And then if you just all of a sudden if you just die abruptly, insurance company, they really win when you die abruptly because they don't have to pay for your funeral costs. They don't have to do any of that. Okay, then you have to have life insurance. But health insurance, they're off the hook if you just die. And health insurance don't care. They rather you die, okay, so they don't have to pay. And just the case to Ben Askren tried to collect health insurance for this condition, and they told Ben Askren no, and they sent Ben Askren home to die. So they will not give him life-saving treatments. And you guys remember that CEO, CB Sports? You might remember that CEO that got killed. Okay, that CEO. I'm gonna try to find his name. I forgot the guy name, man. Let's see, CEO. Let's find his name of health insurance killed. I forgot this guy name, man. Oh, Brian Thompson. That's his name. Yeah. And Brian Thompson, he was killed, but you know why? The guy said he killed Brian Thompson. This guy Luigi had a loved one, had a loved one that was denied care. And so Luigi took it into his own hands to go deal with Brian Thompson. And I'm gonna be honest. I don't like to hear of a father getting killed and taken away from his family, but I didn't really have a lot of remorse for Brian Thompson because he's okay in all this stuff, man. You got hundreds of thousands of people. They can't get health care. They can't get life saving treatments. They can't get them because the insurance will pull a okey doke on you and tell you that they ain't paying for it. And these people, they take these insurance companies to court, and these insurance companies, they win. Do you guys know that they be winning this stuff? They win a lot of these cases. See, that's what it is. You pay your deductible. You pay your copay. You pay every single solitary month. But when something happened to you, the insurance company don't want to. They don't want to do that. I remember I started chelation treatment. Okay, I started chelation. I did chelation, and if y'all don't know what it is, it's it's a treatment where you can pull the heavy metal toxicity out of your body. Okay, now that's good for a lot of things. Okay, um, if y'all don't know anything about chelation, read up on it. It'll pull the heavy metals out of your body. Okay, if you ever get poisoned, if you get lead poisoning, you get chelation, it'll save your life. If you have heart problems, okay, especially clogged arteries, do chelation for about a week. Chelation therapy, that'll help your circulation. Like it do a lot of stuff for you. And I got metal poisoning, so I go get chelation therapy, and my insurance told me they ain't gonna cover it. Well, you know what the coach did. You know what the coach did. I said I need to speak to somebody who's over you. Well, you can't. And I said, well, I need a phone number. I said because somebody finna pay to get this heavy metal out my body. Because you have heavy metals in your body too long, it'll kill you. And you can't just flush them out with water. You got to get something strong that'll flush those heavy metals out of your body. And look, health insurance. Well, and then the lady was saying, well, we don't cover heavy metal. We don't cover heavy metal toxicity. We don't do that. That's what she was telling me. I said, listen, you need to get somebody on this phone who gonna okay and approve me and let me go get these heavy metals out of my body. I don't give a fuck who you talk to, but you better talk to them. And I said we ain't going nowhere. I said if I got to come and make a trip up there, I said that's what I'm gonna do. And the lady was like, no, 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 you ain't got to do that. I said I promise you, if you don't get me somebody on this phone that's going to approve this chelation therapy to get these metals out of my body, I said I'm gonna come up there. You know, she put me on hold for about 30 minutes, man. I waited and came back, and she said, she asked me to pick a doctor in the area that does it. I said, okay, yeah. I mean, I found one, and I got that heavy metal treatment, and I got the heavy metals out of my body. Felt better, but you shouldn't have to do that if you're paying all this money. And chelation treatment. I needed a week of it, y'all. It was about what, roughly. I think chelation treatment was about $150 a session. So the insurance, the only thing they were going to have to pay was $1,500. That's it. But I've been paying insurance most of my whole damn life. I've been with the same company since I was what, 16, 17. So guys, I've been giving these people my money, for damn near 30 years, giving these people my insurance money. And you mean to say you can't help me with a $1,500 procedure after I'm paying you? Then she came back on the phone to me, well, you got to pay a $600, copay. I said, I ain't paying shit. I said, I already done paid. I ain't paying shit. I said, so whoever you need to talk to, I said, can I finna come up there? And they finally they did it. They gave in and they did it. But see, I got lucky. Most people, they're not gonna get lucky. Most people, they're gonna tell you they don't cover that. They're gonna tell you that. They're gonna tell you they don't cover that, and you ain't getting a damn thing. They're gonna send your ass home to die. And that's what they did to Ben Askren. They sent Ben Askren home to die. And folks, we just got to put aside differences and whatever we think is wrong. Hey, what's up, Tay Tay, baby? How you doing? I put aside what I feel. I'm not looking at the man's color. I'm not looking at where he from. I'm not. I'm just. Let's look at the situation. It's wrong. It was wrong. Now, I bet y'all wondering how did this man get this lung transplant? Who paid for this? Okay, what I heard Jake Paul, and Jake Paul got a couple of his celebrity friends to help cover this lung transplant surgery. I heard Jake Paul, him, and a couple other dudes that he said they're gonna remain nameless. They paid for Ben Askren's surgery. Damn sure wasn't Dana White. You know what that bastard did, Dana White? He set up a GoFundMe. He got what 10.5 million followers on Instagram, and he put the GoFundMe up on Instagram. And and people, man, they was roasting Dana White. And shout out to the MMA community, man. You're already ripping us off. You're already ripping us off for these fights. You got to pay $80 for a damn for a pay-per-view. You got to pay $80 for that. Okay, and then you want the MMA fans to come out of their pocket again, right? You want the MMA fans to come out of their pocket again. That's what you want. You want the MMA fans to come out of their pocket again to do something that all you got to do is write a check. And one guy asked me to my man, how is it Dana responsibility? It wasn't Dana's fault that he got sick. Nah, it ain't Dana's fault that he got sick. But see, Dana is a figurehead in the MMA community. This man been ripping off fighters for years. He been ripping off fighters for years, man. This man been eating on fighters for years. And Ben Askren no different. Ben Askren fought in his organization. He fought in the man organization. Like seriously, come on, man. Come on. I'm gonna read this, man. I'm gonna read this what Dana put that GoFundMe up on his page, man. And these people, they were cooking his ass. They was cooking Dana White ass. And I'm glad, man. I'm glad they was cooking him, man. I'm glad the fans was like, hell no, we ain't paying. Man, look, what we gotta pay for? You pay. You pay for it. You got the damn money, bro. It's Dana White wouldn't have missed that money, man. Dana White would not have missed that money. But it's the audacity. If you weren't gonna help him, just say you weren't gonna help him. Yeah, people talk they jump, but see, the fact that this dude put up a GoFundMe and you're a billionaire. You're a billionaire. It just that I mean billionaires, like the richer you are, the more you won't spend your money. That's so true. The more money you got, the more you won't spend it, unless you Floyd Mayweather Jr. Okay, the more money you have, the more money that you're not gonna spend. That's just what it is. You're not gonna spend your money. And Dana White, he ain't doing that. If it don't benefit him, if Dana White can't gain, he's not going to help the situation. It's just what it is. And I'm not saying that Dana White have to take his money. It's Dana White. He can do what he want with it. But I'm saying you have all this money, okay, and you put the GoFundMe up, and man, people they're gonna call it out, bro. They're gonna call shit out. They're calling it out, like you son of a bitch. You son of a bitch, bro. You got all this damn money, and you putting a GoFundMe up, like you want the fun. I mean, you want the fans to do something else. Seriously, man, we selling out arenas. We selling out arenas. We paying pay-per-views. Wait. And you want us to do what? You want us to do more? Like idiot said something to the extent, if all 10.5 million of his followers gave $1, Ben Askren had a treat. Man, Dana, man, shut the fuck up. Just shut up, man. I can't stand this dude. I can't stand him, y'all. And I can't click the link to help Ben Askren. That's what he said. Dana White put it on his Instagram. Click the link, and man, I'm talking about, boy, they was in there cooking his bald head ass. They was cooking his bald head ass. You hear me? They cooked this dude. Cooked him until they can never cook him again. And I think since then, I think Dana White, I think he took it down. I think he actually took it down. Because he was getting cooked so bad, man. Yeah. Yep. I think. Let me see. Yeah, I can't find it. I can't find it. I had to figure out who else he tagged. But it's no longer a post. I can't find it. It's not there anymore. It's not there. Of course he took it down, ladies and gentlemen. But when I saw the post, I'm like, man, are you serious? Like, are you out of your damn mind? But y'all remember that's what happened to Margot, man. Damn, man, that go my boy Jedi Run studying the hell up already, man. Man, salute. He said these fighters get paid very well. Cheap Dana. Yeah, fuck Dana, man. Dana on some bullshit, Jedi. Like real talk. Dana White on some BS, man. And the fact that he put the GoFundMe, the fact that he did that, it really, really, really does show you, what kind of person we dealing with. Or guys like Ho Rogan, they ain't donate none of their money. But I guarantee you, Ben Askren was making the top dollar. I bet they'll be fighting. He'll be fighting Ben Askren to get Ben Askren on his show. He'll be sending Ben Askren on these damn promotional tours that the UFC that they do. See, they be doing all that, but see, when it come time to actually stand up, you want the MMA community to do it. The MMA community got to do it. We're already watching. Okay, we're already paying pay per view. Okay, we're already paying ESPN Plus so we can watch. So we can look at these fight nights. We're already doing that. I mean, Dana, you want the fans to do more than what we're already doing? Is that what you want? You want the fans to do more than what we are already fucking doing? Amazing, man. Amazing. How the more money that you have, the more that you have, the more that you don't want to part with it. Seriously. And Dana, he's so used to spending everybody else's money. Wow. Wow. Yeah, Jedi Run. I remember Stephen Bonner too, man. Yeah, he self-deleted from the pain, man. He took himself up out of there, man. That was sad, man. That was sad. But Stephen Bonner, he was also denied. Like, Jedi, I was explaining, bro. You think about it. You pay your health insurance, right? You pay your health insurance, and a guy like Ben Askren, when he started, it was young. He was young, and I think his wife was talking about they got health insurance, and he's had it for a long time. And let's just say average. Let's say Ben Askren had his health insurance for like 20 years. I said, okay, a guy like Ben Askren, decent health insurance, you can pay a little bit more or less than 5,000 a year. Okay, I'm sorry, no, 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 yeah, 5,000 every single year. And let's say if you've been paying this health insurance for over 20 years. Well, I mean, Jedi Run, that's over 100 grand that you done gave a company. That's over 100 grand. Tay Tay Brown, Marcus Bell, Jedi, it's over 100 grand. And Jedi, if Stephen Bonner was taking fentanyl, man, fentanyl is a death sentence. I mean, literally, like you pretty much asking yourself to die if you take fentanyl. You're asking yourself, like that's what you want. You trying to kill yourself if you take fentanyl. That stuff that stuff make more people heart stop than damn near any other drug. All these young teenagers dying from fentanyl ODs, man. They taking lace marijuana, they smoking lace marijuana with fentanyl in it, and these kids are dropping dead because of this crap. Crazy. But salute to Jedi running that damn super chat. But Dana is that dude, man. He got the money. It's the same thing, man. When Tito Ortiz got hurt, Dana ain't lift this wallet. Chuck Liddell had some stuff going on. Shoot, Dana White fired Chuck Liddell from his job. That's the only way Chuck Liddell had to make money. Dana fired the guy. Fired him. Then when Chuck Liddell was going through all that stuff, man, Dana ain't helping. Is it Dana's responsibility? No. Did Dana make him sick? No. But I do believe it's his hidden obligation because he made some money on Ben Askren too. And that's what people don't get. And see, Jedi people, they get on John Jones because John Jones don't want to fight Tom Aspinall for a little money, and people act like they stupid. People act like they just fucking stupid. And you know why John Jones ain't fighting. You already know why he ain't fighting. But you want to say that he's a coward. And Jedi is always the black coward. The black guy's the coward. Like that's what they always how they describe. It's that black coward fight. When it's not that. I know John Jones ain't afraid to fight Tom Aspinall. He just don't want to fight him for the exact same money. Little to no money. While Dana White making all the money. Like, man, you remember Floyd Mayweather made fun of John Jones? Y'all remember that? Floyd Mayweather said, man, they put John Jones in the cage, treat him like an animal, treat him like a savage, and they paid the man $200,000 to go in there and do what he doing. Like Floyd Mayweather said this. He said, man, it's not even right. It don't even make sense. Why would you get in a cage with another man and you only getting paid $200,000? And I question the same thing. Why Dana White made about 20 million. I mean, boy, that's a hell of a come up. You headline a main event. You got all these people on pay per view. You putting asses in seat. You're selling out mostly all of the arena. But then your cut is 200,000. That's your base. That's all you getting is 200 grand. While Dana White on the back end gonna get him over 20 million. No. When is that right? When is that right? But I don't want to digress. Okay. What's happening to Ben Askren is deplorable. What happened to him is deplorable. And thank God, like Jake Paul actually had enough common damn sense, okay, to say, hey, this is wrong. This is wrong, okay. And Jake Paul said he was gonna do something to help out Ben Askren, and that's what he did. Jake Paul got some of him and some of his buddies, and they paid that bill. Now, Ben quality of life probably it's not gonna be the same before he got sick, but at least he'll have some quality of life. But you know your worth now. See, now you understand as a fighter what you will and won't get. You understand your worth, and you're not worth anything. Dana White, you're just a person. You're just a guy. Damn. Hey man, Jedi Run in the mother building, man. Jedi Run said Dana get the Shaq an expensive diamond studded watch, and Shaq ain't even a UFC fighter, but he pays his rookie fighters a few thousand. Yeah, yeah, Jedi. They get those 10 and 10 contracts, or those 12 and 12. A 10 and 10, you get $10,000 to win. $10,000 a show, 10,000 to win. So possibly you can get 20 grand. But man, I've done MMA math for y'all. I've done it. And salute the Jedi Run studding up heavy. I've done MMA math for you guys. I've done it. I've told you guys about MMA math. You pay 5 to 10% to your manager, okay? And if you got a manager like Ali Abacadiz, you're probably gonna pay 15 to 20. In some cases, some of these fighters they paying 33%. And I'm gonna do a stream, Jedi, because I'm cool with some Brazilian fighters, man, and they're helping me launch my brand. They're helping me promote my brand. But they're telling me the stories, man, how they have trainers, people they going to for classes, in Brazil, and that these people, man, when these people go to the show under that gym, the gym taking all the money. Folks, that's really happening. But I don't want to turn this into that live stream. But what I am saying is that Dana White, guys like Ho Rogan, guys like the one fighting championships, okay, all of these people, okay, they made money because Ben Askren participated. Okay, they made money. The whole Robbie Lawler feud. Did you think? You think Dana made money? Do you think the UFC made money on that Robbie Lawler feud? Y'all think that? I can tell you he did. I can tell you, Ben Askren put some buzz on there. Okay, and is Ben Askren a popular guy? At the time he was fighting, he was because he win and then he go and taunt Dana White. Hey Dana, this the best you got for me, baby? Huh? It's the best you got for me? And then things went from bad to worse for Ben Askren ever since when Jorge Masvidal did that running jump knee, knocked Ben unconscious, man. I ain't gonna even lie, I was cheering too, cause hell, we ain't like Ben Askren. We ain't like his ass, but we didn't want him. Don't nobody want to see the man. Don't nobody want to see the man croak. Well, I know I don't. And he got kids at home. People don't want to see that man. People don't want to see that. People don't want to see a guy just lose everything. Okay, most people, you okay. You might not like the guy, but Ben Askren, he wasn't the worst behaved fighter out there. I mean, he just cracked jokes. He roasted people. That's what he did. That's what he did. That's what Ben Askren did. Ben Askren would talk the talk, and he was undefeated in the one championships. He was undefeated, so he's a decent fighter. They just called him boring, but he was undefeated. Came to the UFC, beat Robbie Lawler, started taunting Dana, gets knocked out by Masvidal, and that's all she wrote. Hold on, let's take a look at Ben Askren's record. I want to see his record because I know they put him out of the UFC quick as hell, man. Hold on. Let's see. Yeah, he's only what 19-2, man. I mean, for the most part, Ben Askren he only got two losses. I mean, he was a decent fighter. Let's take a look at his resume. Let's just take a look at his resume. Uh, let's see. Yeah, I mean, lost to Damian Maya, man. The man lost two fights in the UFC. They only gave him a three-fight contract, and they put him out. He was done, gone. And then after he lost to Damian Maya, okay, then he boxed Jake Paul. Jake Paul knocked him out, and pretty much Jake Paul said, "Look, that's the most amount of money Ben Askren ever made was fighting me," and that's the truth. Okay, there's some truth to that. Even Ben Askren, if you go, it's something you can find on YouTube where Ben Askren was talking about how he became his rise to fame, and he was talking about how much money he didn't make. Like he was talking about like his fight purses were damn near next to nothing. He was talking about he didn't get a lot of six-figure paydays in one chance. Like folks, it's amazing how much money that these organizations can make, and it's how little the fighters get. I remember Dana boy, he got exposed by Ariel Hawani, and Dana he was mad as hell at Ariel. But why you mad at Ariel? Why? Because you don't want to pay your fighters. The man got $175 million crypto deal. The fighters got $0 of that. What's up, George Page? All the rage, George Page. Let me do a quick promo for George Page, guys. If you're looking for the best and in-depth conversations in the bodybuilding community, then stop by the Emperor George Page's channel every Monday night for Muscle Talk Mondays. Okay, you will get in-depth coverage of everything that's good and even bad in the world of bodybuilding. Go salute and hang out with George Page on Monday. Okay, brought to you by George Page. Now, back to the scheduled program. I felt bad for Ben Askren, literally, because you do all of this fighting. You do all this fighting, and your insurance don't cover you. But see, I'm gonna tell you, it's gonna be Jedi and George. It's gonna be some more Brian Thompsons. Okay, y'all know who Brian Thompson is, that CEO they got killed. It's gonna be more of these guys getting it in. It's gonna be a lot of these guys getting their asses killed. Or I'm sorry, deleted. It's gonna be a lot of these guys getting their asses deleted because they fucking with people, loved ones. Hey man, salute to all the Rage George God dog studying the hell up in that damn super chat, making it super. Salute to that brother George Page, and don't forget to go visit him every Monday night at 5 p.m. for Muscle Talk Monday. Okay, please don't miss Muscle Talk Monday. Definitely in-depth conversations in the state of the bodybuilding community. Check them out. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. It's for the fighters. Regina Taryn, I ain't ever heard of her, but let's go ahead and see who she is, okay? But salute to Jake Paul, and we'll end that there. Salute to Jake Paul for stepping up. Salute to Jake Paul for stepping up, man, and doing what the rest of the MMA community would not do. Salute to Jake Paul for stepping up, man. People don't even like Jake Paul, but damn, at least Jake Paul trying to get the women paid. Okay, he trying to get the damn women. He trying to get them paid. Okay, he giving these women their highest paydays. Okay, he's looking out for these MMA fighters. He'll fight them, but he's looking out for them because anytime you fight Jake Paul, you're gonna get probably one of your highest paydays that you ever had. Okay, Jake Paul has done more for combat sports. He's done more for combat sports than honestly to take care of the fighter. I think him and Scott Coker are the top two guys that will look out for the fighter. Dana don't care about no damn fighters. All he cares about is how much money he can make. Okay, how much money he can make off these fighters. That's it. All right, I see Regina Terran. I don't know. I gotta watch her fight, man. I gotta watch her fight. She look like a darn Instagram model to me, man. And normally when I see somebody just studding up and posing on Instagram all day, I don't know. Okay, I had a question. I gotta see him fight. I gotta see her fight though. I'm gonna check out Marcus. But who I want to talk about is Shanelle Dyer. Will Shanelle Dyer be the UFC's first black champion? I'm a little bummed out that Shanelle Dyer is leaving the PFL, or she ain't really leaving them, but she's going on Dana White's Contender Series. And if Dana White likes what he sees, then he's gonna offer her a contract. The reason why I'm kind of upset that she won't hang around the PFL for a little longer is I want to see her fight Dakota Dick Shiva. I think Shanelle Dyer has the skill set and the tools to beat Dakota. I thought at one point they were evenly matched, and it'd be a good fight. But I just think Shanelle, I think she got the knockout power. I think Shanelle Dyer got that knockout power. Shanelle Dyer is brutal. Dakota Dick Shiva is brutal. Like Dakota Dick Shiva, it's like she peppering these people. She hitting them over and over. She hitting them with a lot of strikes, and she's stopping people. But I tell you what, Shanelle Dyer putting these people to sleep. I'm talking about, man, she putting them off. She taking them off their feet. She got these mugs even. Don't even want to wrestle Shanelle. Shanelle can make it. She young, man. She number 23 years old. Marcus, Shanelle can make strawweight. And she go to strawweight, hey, she go to strawweight, Shanelle Dyer got opportunity, man. She got opportunity. I mean, Weili, she ain't gonna fight forever. She's not gonna fight forever. Valentina and them, they not gonna fight forever. I think Shanelle will probably be the UFC's first black female champion. And I'm gonna tell you, that's gonna be a very monumental thing for me. I've been waiting on the UFC's first female black champion for a long time. And Shanelle Dyer gives me hope. She gives me a lot of hope that she can accomplish that. The first black female champion. I'm waiting on it. I'm waiting on it. I definitely believe that she got the goods. This Regina Terran girl though, she okay. I'm looking at some of her, I'm watching a few of her clips. She nice, man. Like she decent. She decent. Hold on, let me find another one of her fights. Yep. Kill Bill. I'm gonna find another one of her fights. I want to see her fight. Okay. All right, I found her fight. She got a YouTube channel with like 80 subscribers or some shit. I don't know. I just want to see how she fight. Okay, she kissing the floor. Okay, I hope you know where that floor been. Don't kiss that floor. We just got through talking about infections. We just got through talking about it. This broad comes in the octagon and kisses the floor. You out of your damn mind. Kiss that octagon floor. Some bull. I tell you what though. She's Regina Taryn is a very, very strong grappler. She's very strong. Okay. Her wrestling is decent. Yeah, she excel in grappling. Her stand up didn't look too good to me though. But when she on that ground, it's like she a fish out. She a fish in water. But yeah, I believe Chanel Dyer got the tools to be the UFC's first black champion. And honestly, she would have had to fight Dakota Dick Shiva to get the belt. That's what she'd had to do. And I'm all for it. I think they both. I think they need to fight. I believe it. I believe it. I believe Chanel got what it takes to be the UFC's first champion. Okay, no matter where she go to, strawweight or flyweight. If she go up to 135, I'm not gonna overly believe that. But Chanel Dyer been knocking these people out, man. All right, I'm gonna take a look at Chanel's. I think yeah, Chanel is undefeated. Chanel Dyer, she's undefeated. I interviewed her on my channel before. Yeah, Chanel, good people. Hold on, I'm gonna check Chanel's MMA record. Okay, she got a good head on her shoulders, man. Chanel got a good head on her shoulders, man. This girl working, she not, running around here shaking her ass everywhere. Chanel ain't. Chanel just there. She's trying to make her legacy, and I'm okay with that, man. Okay, she finna fight somebody named Carol Foro. Okay, the last person she beat was what Valentina Skisisi. Okay, got a split decision. That was a tough fight. But to be honest, most of her fights end in a KO. Like Chanel ain't trying to let you make it to the judges. Yeah, I hope Dyer, boy. Yeah, George, I don't know, man. I think Dakota Dick Shiva, man. A lot of them, they get so used to that PFL money, the good money, and they forget that they got to compete. They forget how to compete. Me too, Jedi. They forget that they have to compete when you go get, some of that money. Okay. I don't know, George. It's gonna be a minute. Yep. Don't know though. But I think Dakota, if she worried about legacy, she probably need to go ahead and go to the UFC because there's nothing for her in the PFL legacy wise. And nothing there. All the legacy fighters in the UFC. That's it. I mean, her toughest battle, it'll be Liz Carmouche. And I'm sorry, Liz will go to the Hall of Fame, but right now, no. You got to fight somebody who's ready to fight, who's going to fight. Not somebody who's just going to sit there and just let you beat them up and then, that's it. Ooh. But I think Dakota Shiva versus Chanel Dyer, that'll be a hell of a fight. Y'all know I had a pull for my girl, Chanel. I got to pull for Chanel. Chanel and Dakota Shiva have to battle out. I'm going for Chanel. Mm. Yeah, if you say so. All right, what else are we talking about? Okay, folks. Valentina. Valentina versus Weili. This is a fight that you, me, your mama, your daddy, we all been waiting on this Weili fight versus Valentina. It's getting to the point where the Weili fans, they're just being blunt. and they coming out saying Valentina can't touch Weili. But of course, we know Valentina mops the floor with Weili. Okay, mops the floor. Valentina Shevchenko mops the floor. Okay, mops the floor with Weili. And I'm just gonna put it out there. Mop the floor. Yeah, Liz Carmouche, man, she passed her prime. Marcus Bell. Liz Carmouche is she there, and Liz is there just for a paycheck, man. That's it. Liz Carmouche ain't there for nothing else but a paycheck. She passed her prime, pass her prime, and all she gonna do is grapple. I mean, now Liz, you don't want to put your green veteran like the real green one. You don't want to put him there with Liz. Yep, I'm right here. Oh man. Okay. Yeah, Liz is old. Yeah, I'd rather see. Yeah, Natalia Silva versus Valentina be good. I'm just tired of all these recycled fighters. I damn sure don't want to see Grasso versus Valentina again. I do not want to see that. She damn sure she took Manon up out of there and did it impressively. But Valentina versus Weili, me personally, I don't think this fight's gonna happen. Yeah. So what was you doing when you was practicing at home? Yeah, Liz is old. But the Weili fans, they been going crazy. These Weili fans been going crazy as hell. Talking about, Valentina's afraid of Weili. She is when? Damn, 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 damn. Damn, 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 damn. Well, I tell you, okay, man, what's up, man? I got my boy Piers. I want to see, okay, I want to see Valentina versus Natalia Silva. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, I want to see Valentina versus Natalia Silva. That'd be a good fight. That'll be a pretty good fight. Natalia Silva, she fast, man. She lightning fast. So Valentina has pretty impeccable timing, and when she fighting somebody like Natalia Silva, she gonna need to use it. That's real talk. That's what it is. Salute to that brother Piers. Okay, yeah. Salute to my boy Piers, man. He be put up a lot of stuff, man, with mixed martial arts women, and it's kind of cool, man. It's kind of cool, Salute to that brother Pierce in the God Dog building. Oh, you talking about Lauren Murphy? Yeah, Lauren Murphy is fighting against Eduardo Moore, man. I'm telling you, she tough. Eduardo Moore, she tough, man. She real, real tough. And I'm talking about, man, like she beating people down tough, whooping people ass tough. Like, hey, we're gonna talk about Valentina versus Natalia. We're gonna see how that fight will go. Oh man, salute to that brother, man. Damn, Jedi run studying the hell up. In Valentina's most recent interviews, you can tell she wants to fight Weili next. I think she wants to silence all her doubters with this fight. Well, and another thing, Jedi, Valentina don't like Weili. Okay, that's is real talk. I don't know why. I don't know why she don't particularly care for it too much. Valentine, she ain't gonna disrespect her. She ain't gonna. Now when she said, I was kind of like, dang, Valentina, you don't even know her name. When she said, the Chinese girl, like she ain't even want to acknowledge Weili's name. Like her name, not the Chinese girl. Her name's Weili. Okay, and it's somebody that want to fight you. But it's what it is. Valentina just don't. She just don't care for it too much, and I think she's tired of all the people talking about how Weili can beat her up. I'm telling them damn Weili fans are crazy, man. Jedi and Piers and George and Marcus, them Weili fans, they crazy as hell. And I mean, they be up in these comment sections showing their ass, boy. These Weili fans be showing their damn ass up in these comment sections. And you kind of have to sit and wonder, like why? What they like? Where are they getting this from? Where are they getting their rhetoric from? Where are they getting all this crap from? Where? Like they coming up with these theories, man. Like Valentina running scared of Weili. How? How is Valentina running from Weili? I'm trying to understand. They can't tell you that. They can't never tell you Jedi run while Valentina is running. They can't tell you. They ain't got a reason. They don't have a damn reason. Oh, because Valentina's scared. When has Valentina been afraid to fight anybody? Well, like when has she been afraid? Like this crazy. You remember Valentina ate for at one point before, no, after COVID, she couldn't find nobody to fight. You had people. She's sitting here trying to get them to fight for the belt. Man, they ain't even want to fight Valentina. They ain't want to fight her. Shit, she made Nico Montano run and hide. She made Nico run, man. She made Nico Montano run and hide. Hide for the damn bushes. She had Caitlin Jakagian scared for a damn year. Caitlin went and got married. They offered Caitlin Jakagian that damn fight. Man, shoot, Caitlin got married. Yeah, Jedi run. Valentina ain't running from nobody. But you listen to the Weili fans, Valentina running scared. And now I'm not talking about like the normal Weili fan. I'm talking about these extreme. Like the ones that say you just don't like Asians. They'll say a bunch of stupid stuff like that. And I'm sitting there like, well, okay then. If I told one guy, I'll give you $1,000. Okay? If you can find a racial slur on my channel about Asians, I give you $1,000. I said, but if you look and you conclude you can't find it, you got to pay me two. Okay, for questioning my credibility. Dude ain't want to take that bet. I said, yeah, because you're not going to find it. Because you're not going to find anything like that on my channel. Because I don't talk like that. George Weili ass might get knocked out. She still don't believe she got knocked out. Yeah. Even right now, John Weili still does not believe she was knocked out by Rose. She still don't believe that. She believes that the ref stopped the fight too soon. And I'm sitting here like, damn, she should have kicked you a little harder then. Pierce says, what's the point of Val versus Zayn beside money? Yeah, that's right. The person who deserved the title shot in the flyweight division, it probably would have to be Natalia Silva. You got some other people in that division who working, like I feel like Erin Blanchfield got shitted out of her title dreams. And Miranda Maverick, man, they feed Miranda good opponents. And some of these opponents, they tough. They're a lot tougher than what they look like. And some of these people that Miranda fighting, they starting to evolve. They starting to get they together. Yeah, Valentina versus Natalia Silva will be a it'll be a good main event. The only thing is, Natalia Silva. Like, what is Natalia Silva like? What is she bringing to the table? Because that's just what we got to talk about now. Natalia can fight. Okay, Natalia got it. Like, I'm all for it. Like Natalia Silva, and let's see if she really deserved this title shot. Let's look at what she's been doing. Okay, let's look at what Natalia Silva been doing. Okay, yeah, I mean she got 230,000 followers on Instagram. That's not a bunch. It's not a whole bunch, but it's enough. I mean, people know who she is. People know who she is. People know who Natalia Silva is. Okay, um, I can tell you that the UFC will probably make the Weili fight. You got Valentina with, and guys, I can't stand talking about this. I can't. You know, I'm a fight fan. I want to see the best fights, but I have to sit here and explain to you, like, why, why won't the UFC give Natalia Silva that opportunity? Okay, we're going to take a look. So, Valentina got about 3 million followers on Instagram, getting close, and Jean Weili got 862,000. So, who do you think? Who do you think they're gonna put in there? And I gotta ask the question: who you think they're gonna put? We know who deserve. Like we know who deserve it, but who they gonna put in there? They gonna make that champ versus champ match. It's and Dana White has already been talking about it. So it ain't nothing else that we as fight fans gonna do. We can't, you know, change the man's mind. I mean, I don't want to see that crap. I'd rather see Natalia Silva get in and get an opportunity. She's young enough, but it's what it is. Silva hits hard, but will Val be there to get a hit? Val won't stand. No, she ain't gonna just stand there and trade in the phone book. Yeah, yeah. Let's see. Jedi says Silva hits hard, but will Val be there to get hit? Val no. And George says, "Has heard anything from McDonald's Dern? Have heard anything from Mackenzie Dern? Uh, mm, not much. Yeah, it ain't registering how I thought it would. Dang it. Yeah, Valentina is very good defensively. She's always been a good defensive specialist. She's always been that. That's been Valentina's mo. Defense and counter. Okay, that's what she does. Like it or don't like it, that's Valentina's style. It's not the most entertaining style, but it's the most effective style. Okay, that's what it is. Yeah, it's not the most effective style, but he win. Mm, dang, that's your fault. All right, Silva's kicks are the biggest threat for Val. Yeah, cause Silva can throw her kicks like a jab. If y'all really ever watch Silva, her kicks can act as a jab. Like she can throw like three successive kicks in a row. And with Valentina experience, that could be a takedown. But I've seen Silva stand in front of people and just throw a barrage of kicks, and the person she in front of is a lot more serious, and they getting hit. Okay, uh, let me see. Yeah, George Jedi. Silva is hard, but yeah, I don't. I know. I think Val gonna be good, very good. She's always been good defensively. Mm-mm. Let me see. George says time to shake him to Sam. You know what? I probably need to go ahead and do the same thing. Guys, I'm going to try to get on here a lot earlier tomorrow. Okay? I'm going to make my time and I'm going to get on here at 9 o'clock. It's a little dead. It's a couple things to talk about in MMA, but in the world of MMA, gotta get on here a little earlier because some people do go to bed, trying to. Mike Tyson is returning to the ring. Man, I hope the hell Mike Tyson don't come back to the damn ring. Mike Tyson better keep his ass where he at. That's what Mike Tyson better do. He better keep his ass where he at. Don't bring your ass back to the fight game. If Mike Tyson come back, it's a wash. If he come back, it's a wash. We know it's a money grab. Then we already know. We know it's a money grab. Just is what it is. We know it's a money grab, hands down. Damn, damn. But Ed Water though, man, she tough. She tough. I think she gonna beat Lauren Murphy. I think she gonna whoop Lauren Murphy ass, really. Like Lauren, the game done passed Lauren Murphy by, y'all. The game has passed Lauren Murphy by. It's over. It's been over for Lauren damn Murphy. It's been over. A long time ago, it's been over for Lauren Murphy's ass. And she should have left after that ass whooping from Valentina. That's when she should have left. But it didn't happen. It didn't happen. Well, y'all, I am Coach Shelton Harrison. Thank y'all for joining me tonight. And guys, any topics you guys want me to go ahead and do it, I talk about it. Oh, Piers. The thing with Val is her IQ and she has Pavel. Yep, Pavel has a plan. Pavel Fedotov is one of the greatest MMA minds to walk God's green earth. Valentina getting punched in the face by too many blows. Pavel has a plan. Okay? Somebody want to try to switch to Orthodox. Somebody want to try to switch to Southpaw Valentina. Pavel has a plan. Valentina gets taken down and put on her back. Pavel has a plan. Valentina get a hard kick to the head. Pavel Fedotov has a plan. Oh man, that don't make it right though. But y'all, I'm gonna go ahead and take it in. Pavel Fedotov has a plan. Oh shoot, no. Please don't. Please don't stop recording. Okay?